Yeah, that sounds just like my sort of place. Good food, good wine, good sunshine, good jazz, the Avenida del Sol, and a great singer, Marilyn Scott. And before that, Wayman Tisdale with Back Home. It's now 16 to 4, Jazz Radio 94.1 FM here on the Gold Coast, and time now to talk to one of our great singer-songwriters, Katie Noonan. Katie, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
G'day, thank you for having me.
Now, coming up on June the 9th, you're going to be supporting the legendary jazz bassist Ron Carter. That's going to be a fabulous night. Tell us all about what we can expect on the night.
Well, basically, I made a record with Ron a few years ago. I was lucky enough to make an album with him and John Schofield and Joe Lovano and a bunch of incredible players. And he said to me, I've never been to Australia, which I thought was crazy. Someone of his stature is arguably the greatest living jazz bass player in the world, and certainly one of the few legends, he's still playing from that classic era. So I've kind of helped bring him out for this tour, and the Brisbane show is actually going to be his Australian premiere on Australian soil at QPAC. He's bringing his trio, which features Mulgrew Miller on piano and Russell Malone on guitar, and then I'm also playing with my trio, Elixir.
Well, tell us about your trio, Elixir. You've got a great lineup there. Yeah,
I'm very lucky. We play with a beautiful guitarist called Stephen Magnuson, who I'm sure a lot of listeners will know as arguably, in my opinion, I think he's Australia's greatest jazz guitarist. And my husband, Zach Curran, on mainly soprano saxophone, who won the National Jazz Award the year before last. And myself, and our music is inspired by the writing of great Australian poet Thomas Shapcott, who's originally from Ipswich.
Sounds great. Well, you've also been writing quite a number of songs over the years. Are you still writing?
Oh, yeah. I just wrote the new Elixir record, so we've just finished recording that. I co-wrote that with my band. My main focus is my own music and, composing and writing records. And so we've just finished our new album, which will be out in August. And we'll have a kind of taste of it at the QPAC show on the 9th. Yeah, there are 14 new songs on there.
Sounds good. And do you reckon you'll get to sing with Ron on stage?
Maybe. He kind of mentioned that as a possibility, so we'll see how it goes. I'm certainly not going to push myself into anything. If he has a tune that he'd like to do with me, of course, I'd be honoured to join him on stage. I jumped up with John Schofield and Joe Lovano when they were here a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'd love to, of course. That would be awesome. Yeah,
just take the chance if you can get it. I see that he's performed alongside some incredible people like Miles Davis, Sarah Vaughan, Dexter Gordon, Sonny Rollins, Paddy Austin. Just amazing to have. I guess you'll be hearing all these stories from him if you get the chance to talk to him a bit.
Yeah, well, obviously I made the record with him, so we talked. He had some great stories to tell, Dan. I mean, he played on Roberta Flack's first record, and I'm a massive Roberta Flack fan, so he told me lots of beautiful stories about that, and he also played with Donny Hathaway, who I absolutely adore. And
yeah, he's an amazing singer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just incredible. Yeah, he's the most recorded double bassist in history. Yeah, he's made over 2,500 albums.
What do you think is the quality that makes him a great double bassist?
Ron has just got a sound. He developed a sound and a style of soloing that really he sounds like no one else, and there have been a lot of imitators of his sound since then. He's got a beautiful sound. He's played the same bass that he's played since the 40s, so it's a priceless, beautiful instrument. He just has a really joyful kind of bounce in his playing, which I think is quite it's beautiful to listen to.
Yeah, that's what it's all about with these great musicians. I think they've got their own individual style that makes them unique from all the others.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Well, Katie, great to talk to you. It's coming up on the 9th of June, and that's something for jazz lovers not to miss, seeing you and your band Elixir and Ron Carter, the legendary Ron Carter. So, I hope all our listeners can go and see that. And good to talk to you, and we'll have to talk to you again sometime soon about your music.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. I'd love that.
Thanks, Katie.
Take care. No worries.
And that's Katie Noonan, and on Friday I'm going to have a double pass to give away to the Ron Carter concert, so stay tuned for that. Our sponsor, 7 to 4, news, sport and weather coming up in just about 7 minutes.